Gerard Romalo knows what to do. He's heading about as far south as he can. All this week, News 3 is back on the road exploring more secrets of the desert.
Yeah, a lot of you really responded after our last trek down I-15, which was fantastic. We learned so much about places we pass all the time. We listened to your suggestions, and this time we decided to venture out to Death Valley.
News 3's Gerard Romalo is in Death Valley for the next few days. He's live from Death Valley Junction. Hey, G.
Well, Jim, Jessica, it is a beautiful place and it is a mysterious place all at the same time. Yes, we are live out here in Death Valley tonight. This is, of course, a national park. It is, in fact, the largest national park outside of Alaska. It's also where the hottest temperature ever recorded took place, 134 degrees Fahrenheit. We did get some time today to explore Death Valley, but in particular, we went in search of a legendary oasis in the desert.
Our adventure this time begins on State Route 160 through Pahrump. 112 miles northwest of Las Vegas is Death Valley Junction, the gateway to one of the hottest, driest places on Earth. The desert here is unforgiving. From the barren rock peaks to the salt flats and sand dunes, only the most resilient creatures survive.
You know, at the lower elevations, you're most likely to see lizards and snakes, of course, and our famous tarantula that comes out in the fall.
Native American legend even talks of an indigenous people whose skin was adapted to the harsh conditions, lizard people with reptile-like features. During the Nevada test site years, the legend resurfaced. People who were exposed to the radiation became reptilian and would hide out in the mine shafts of Death Valley to protect their skin from sunlight. The most notorious story connected to Death Valley, however, is that of Charles Manson and his family of killers.
And the Barker Ranch, where Manson had his last hideout, that's on the very edge of the park in a very remote section of the park.
Manson was arrested in 1969, and his Death Valley hideout has been a tourist attraction ever since. But on this day, we went in search of a different type of attraction, not so easily found on a map, and something locals say is more valuable than gold.
There's supposed to be water at the end. We read that you can't swim or wade in the water, which is kind of a bummer because that would probably feel really nice.
Right. Just outside Panamint Springs is supposedly a place called Darwin Falls. The trek involves a dirt road and a hike.
So it turns out our very first secret is not a secret at all. It's not a legend either. It's real. Darwin Falls, a literal oasis in the deserts. You know, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I probably wouldn't have believed it. Our adventure continues, by the way, tomorrow when we visit an old opera house, a functioning opera house, right outside Death Valley Junction. It's also a story that you have to see to believe. Our Secrets of the Desert series continues tomorrow night at 6 p.m. I'm Gerard Romalo reporting live in Death Valley. Jim and Jessica, we'll send it back to you.
All right, looking forward to the whole week. That was amazing tonight, that waterfall. Spectacular, the way it split over that rock.